My name is Forrest, Attaway. I am the writer-director of the new play called Selfless, and it's a bunch of stories from my life. The idea came to me when a lot of my friends were like, I would just pay to sit around and listen to you tell stories from your life, and I thought that this would be a real easy thing to write since I actually know all these stories. But instead of me doing it, I've decided to have my friend Seth Mackey play me. One, because he's one of the more talented actors that I know. He's a great character actor. He's a very honest actor. He's good looking. I used to be good looking. I don't know. He's just the right guy.
I'm Seth Mackey, and I'm playing Forrest Attaway in the play titled Selfless, written by Forrest Attaway. The play is a collection of 52 stories that are corresponding to different cards in a deck, and each suit corresponds to a different element of story. So hearts are love, clubs are fights, diamonds are opportunity or money, and spades are something that happened in Forrest's life that was palpable, some monumental moment.
Why he's doing it rather than me doing it is because, well, if I did it, it would just be storytelling. There's nothing theatrical about me doing it. But to have an actor play you, tell your stories, now it's theater.
I urge you to come to this show, not only because these stories are wildly entertaining, but because just the message that you could take away from it is that everybody's got a story to tell. You should know what your story is, and you should embrace your story and know that no story is more important than another story.
Basically, Seth has a deck of cards, and he passes out all 53 cards to everyone in the audience. Depending on who he calls on during that particular night, he draws 7 cards, and that's the show for the night, those 7 cards. So every night you come, it's a different story. It's a series of different stories from my life. So it's every night you come, you're going to see a completely different show, hopefully, unless we draw the exact same 7 cards, and I don't think is that possible? I guess it's possible.
If you come, it's going to be a blast. We pass out cards. I interact with you. You're gonna be involved. It's not about Forrest. It's about everybody, and it's about stories that need to be told or that people want to tell. Get stuff off your chest. It's a great time. It's going to be fun.
I am really, really excited about this Fringe show. It's called Selfless. It's by Forrest Attaway, and it stars Seth Mackey, who's one of my favorite actors in town. He's a super funny guy, and I think it's just going to be super awesome. Forrest has been telling me all about it, and it just sounds like something like you've never, ever seen before.
Working on this project has been pretty insane. I've never had to memorize so much that I might not even use all of. So I have to memorize these 52 stories that Forrest has recorded for me, and I listen to them over and over again. So I have Forrest's voice in my ear, which is not necessarily the most comforting thing.
Really funny and really unpredictable, and you don't know what you're going to get when you come in. And you could come see it a whole bunch of different times during the Fringe, and you could see something completely different. And it's really ambitious, but that's Forrest Attaway, and that's Seth. And so I'd really recommend that you go see the show Selfless, because if you miss it, you're going to be really sad.
We open on July 23rd. This is that Saturday. I think it's a matinee. And then we run off and on until July 30th. We actually close July 30th at 8 o'clock, I think. But, yeah. It's at the Living Room Theater, starring Seth Mackey. Oh, and there's a guest artist in it. My good friend Curtis Smith is kind of the keeper of the tome of all the stories to help Seth remember the titles and which stories they are. So, like, Curtis is on stage too. So it's not technically a one-man show. It's a two-man show, except Seth is doing 95% of the talking, and Curtis is just responding, hopefully cleverly. Salut.